Come here. Look at me. Hey. Right there. Sit. Sit. Are you having fun? Uh-oh. Lulu has discovered the Matty wagon. Do you like it? Do you? Oh, come on. Come on. She loves it.
Now we.
Good morning, Granny. Granny Panty. Where are you going? Hey, you're pretty. Look at that pretty face. She's such a good baby. What's up, Chili Pup? Is this a postcard or is this real life? Somebody's building a mansion there. They are going to have amazing views. Happy 4th of July. I'm at 10,000 feet elevation and it's 65 degrees. I think that's an Indian paintbrush. Look how pretty. All sorts of little flowers up here on the mountain. This place is blowing my mind. So much beauty here. This is just down the road, just like a half a mile from where we're camping. I don't know the name of this creek. But this whole area here, you used to could tent camp here, but they've shut it down. They're trying to keep people from camping too close to the waterways. But you can still camp up here, just not on the creek anymore. Look at that mountain right there. Still snow on it in July. The weather is so crisp. I know most of the country is baking hot right now, but it's great here. Check this out. This tree root. Look at this. So it comes out this way, and then it says, uh-oh, I got to turn. So then it makes a 90-degree turn. It comes back into the earth there. There's an old fire pit where people used to come down and camp. All right, so I've made my way down the hill, right down here to Creekside. Yeah, you can still come down here. You can enjoy yourself. You just can't camp here anymore. Man, so much beauty. Just take it in. Take it all in. This water looks clear enough to drink it. I wouldn't do it, because it's probably amoebas in it and stuff. But it's working out great for shower water. I can come down here and get all I want just to use in my shower. Rocky Mountain High, baby. We are going to have a fire tonight if the weather holds up. Looks like the clouds are moving out. But it got windy and it sprinkled a little bit. But underneath this blue tarp is a lot of cardboard and a lot of firewood. I'm in the process of cleaning out this fire pit. Somebody left some aluminum foil in it. I'm just going to take all this down. And I'm going to leave the back wall up real high because the wind's coming in from this direction. So that's going to go down this evening. And this is the spot we ended up parking in. It's level, and Anna didn't even have to use any leveling blocks. I had to use a couple on the driver's side. And everybody's left. We had so many neighbors over the holiday weekend. And there was a group of young kids down here, I guess in their early 20s. They were the nicest young people I have met in years. They were so kind. I saw them down here in this area. I picked up some broken beer bottles that were right here, and they were down here. I walked down and talked to them because I saw them down here picking up, looked like paper towels or napkins or something. and they had like a trash bag and a grabber. And I walked down and talked to him. It was Nick and his girlfriend Maddie, and they had about 10 other college-age kids come down, and I thought, oh boy, we're in for it. But they were so nice, and their music selection was classic rock. Can you believe it? They were playing Steely Dan and all this great music, and it wasn't real loud. It was just enough to barely hear. And you can see my chair sitting down there by the creek right now. But they broke out this game, kind of like yard darts. No, it wasn't that. It was egg toss. And they were doing that, and we were watching them, you know, and they were our entertainment. And then they came up to talk, and Anna gave them some horseshoes that she had, and then they went down and played horseshoes. But yeah, that was the best group of college-aged people I have met in forever. They were really nice. And the ranger came by, and she saw their tent. It was kind of in the boundary where it shouldn't be. And she was like, man, I don't really want to go down there and tell them to move. It looks like they've got a big crowd down there. And I told her, I said, well, if it makes you feel any better, they were down there picking up trash. I think they're good people. And her whole attitude changed. She said, really? Well, I'm going to leave them alone. And she did. She left them alone. So that was a great story. And she told me the whole story about the sign over here. I hate to do this. I hate to do it, but I got to talk about it again. Because she saw the sign laying down, and I told her about the guy. And she said, did he have a big red beard? I'm like, yeah, he looked like ZZ Top. She said, oh, that's Barry. And I said, you know him? And she said, oh my gosh, yeah. And I said, what's wrong with him? She said, he came down to the ranger station and he comes in the office, he starts screaming and yelling. He scares the clerk half to death, and they just told him to leave. I said, that's the same guy. She said, yeah, his name's Barry, right? And I'm like, yeah, that's him. And I said, well, is he dangerous? She said, no, I don't think so, but she's had a lot of run-ins with him. So everything he told me, I think he imagined it. Really do. But let's walk down to the creek. So Nick and Maddie and their whole crew, they were over there where they really weren't supposed to be. But I'm telling you this story so you'll understand. Actions are so important, because when the ranger found out, when I told the ranger that they were down here picking up trash, she left them alone. You know, legally, she could have told them to pack up all their stuff and move it up about, 50 feet? She could have done that. Sorry, I had to brighten up the camera there. I just realized it was getting really dark. But that changed everything, because when you find it, a little bit of trash, and you pick it up, and then the ranger finds that out, they're going to give you a little slack. Or, well, at least this ranger did. That was very cool. I love that. I love it. I mean, it made my heart smile. So they did their weekend, and they had their fun, and they've moved on. Everybody's left. So we're parked right up there. And the guy Jeff with the little dog that looks like Taco, that's him in that truck camper. Nice guy, very nice guy. He's done a little bit of everything. He was like a rock climbing guide. He would do tours for people of like rivers and Tahoe and all this stuff. Very interesting guy. And he watches my channel, by the way. He knew who I was when he saw me just walking around the campsite. So he's been hanging out. Very nice guy. Isn't this beautiful? Oh, and these things here, that thing, guess what's under there? Dog poop. So I have found it's better just to pile dirt on instead of trying to shovel up dog poop in the grass. It makes a mess. And then there was another one over there. But so that's just my way of taking care of dog poop. I've tried to shovel it up, but it makes a really bad mess. Yeah, this is amazing. I ran into town today, went to the grocery store and did some shopping. Just some food items. I'm good for about 5 days now. All right, my friends, I think I'm running a little bit long. Let's wrap this up. Thanks for watching. Take care, be well, and smash the bell.